Congratulations on the film.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
First off, why don't you start by describing a little bit about the movie and who your character is in the movie?
Yeah, I play a character named Kaiser. He's a bouncer. He's working for this guy who's the bad guy, and I'm given some information that I shouldn't give. So I wind up finding myself in a place I don't want to be.
Now, you obviously come from a great athletic career. What was it like to work in film like this?
Yeah, it was great working in a film like this because the journey that you take and the experience that you have with the other actors and the producers, the directors, is always great being on set. It reminds me of the team setting that I had when I was playing ball. There's nothing like being in that kind of environment. You learn about yourself, and you also find different things about the craft that you're in. So it's always a beautiful experience.
Now you're starring with a bunch of big Hollywood actors. Did Bruce Willis or any of your other co-stars give you any acting advice?
Yeah, I think as far as the acting advice, sometimes you find guys like a Morgan Freeman who's more of like a coach. He's a coach and an actor, and he's always willing to give his time and experience and some of the information that he has. But and other times you just go to work and you watch, you listen, you learn, and you just be a part of the journey. But the number one thing that's important to me is that I'm prepared when I go there. I shouldn't have to find myself in a place where I'm just learning my lines or I have to ask someone for something that I don't know. I'm gonna make sure that I'm well prepared before I get on set, because that's something that I learned when I was playing football. You never really want to go somewhere unprepared in anything that you do. And that's in life.
Is there a moment that you'll remember from shooting this movie that was most memorable for you?
Yeah, the moment that's most memorable for me was meeting Bruce Willis for the first time. When I saw him, all I could think about is the days that I was sitting on the bed with my granddad watching Die Hard and all the other movies that Bruce were a part of. And it was just wonderful to be able to be in his presence, to say, hey, I'm doing something with Bruce Willis, and I met Bruce Willis. Pretty cool.
Yeah, indeed. Was there what was your favorite memory of working with Bruce? I mean, what did he say anything to you, or do you have any interactions with him that you'll take away from this?
Yeah, I think my favorite moment as far as working with Bruce is just being on set with him, just watching how he went about his day and how he went about his craft, coming in, just all of those things, because you take that and you can apply it to your career when you're in this industry, right? And just soaking up his presence, pretty much. That's what it was about.
Do you have a favorite scene in the film?
My favorite scene in the film is when I was in the trunk with a bullet in my head. I'm not trying to give up the movie, but that was my favorite scene, because it's a lot that goes into just when you're just laying there as an actor and you're playing dead, right? I mean, you have to hold your breath. There's different ways. You can do it with your eyes open. You can do it with your eyes closed. But I've always wanted to play that character where you find me dead, because you just don't get those moments. That's like a big moment that people don't really think about. But it's great. It's awesome. I get to say I played a dead guy.